Snow hammered the streets of Chicago the night the city almost killed an innocent boy. Not metaphorically, literally. By midnight, his face would already be everywhere. On television, on phones, on giant glowing news screens downtown. A 16-year-old delivery rider accused of murder. And the terrifying part? Most people believed it instantly. No questions, no hesitation. Because the moment the police found blood on his hands and a dead woman's necklace inside his bag, his life was over. Or at least, that's what everyone thought. But what nobody knew, not the police, not the reporters, not even the powerful people hiding inside the Meridian, was that Eli Turner had just stumbled into a secret dangerous enough to destroy an entire city. And before the night ended, someone would order his death. Crazy thing is, it all started with a bicycle. Not a gun, not some gang war, not drugs. Just a skinny 16-year-old kid trying to survive. Eli Turner knew every shortcut in Chicago, every alley, every train crossing, every neighborhood police ignored after midnight. Because when your rent is overdue, when your grandfather's medicine costs more than groceries, and when the electricity barely stays on, survival becomes the only thing that matters. The freezing wind sliced across Eli's face as he rode through downtown traffic with a delivery bag strapped tightly to his back. His fingers were numb. His sneakers were soaked. And he still had one final delivery before he could finally go home. Then suddenly, his phone buzzed. New priority delivery. $250 bonus. Eli almost hit the brakes. $250? For one delivery? Nah, that wasn't normal. That was desperation money. The destination appeared on the screen. The Meridian. And instantly, Eli looked up. The skyscraper towered over the city like a kingdom separated from the rest of Chicago.
Politicians lived there. Tech billionaires. Celebrities. The kind of people rich enough to erase problems. Or create them. Something about the order felt wrong immediately. But $250 could keep the lights on another month. So Eli accepted. Worst decision of his life. 25 minutes later, Eli rolled into the underground parking entrance beneath the Meridian. Luxury cars lined the garage. Black SUVs, tinted windows, the kind of vehicles people pretend not to notice. The moment Eli entered the building, people noticed him. A receptionist forced a fake smile. 2 security guards stopped talking. One touched the earpiece near his collar. Eli noticed all of it. Poor kids learn quickly how to read rooms. And this room suddenly felt dangerous. The elevator doors opened. Empty. Silent. Eli stepped inside. The doors started closing. Then suddenly, "Hold it!" A woman sprinted toward the elevator, barefoot. Yeah, barefoot. That was the first strange thing. A woman dressed in a $4,000 coat running barefoot through a luxury building. But the second strange thing, she looked terrified. Not stressed, not emotional. Terrified. Her blonde hair was wet. Mascara streaked beneath her eyes. And wrapped around her wrist was dried blood. The door shut. The elevator started moving. Silence filled the small space. The woman kept glancing nervously at the security camera, then at Eli, then back again.
Her breathing became uneven. "You're young," she whispered. Eli frowned. Okay. You still believe people are good?" Pause. Weird question. Very weird question. Then the elevator lights flickered. Once. Twice. Then everything went black. The elevator stopped. Complete darkness. Eli's pulse exploded. Then, bang! Something slammed against the elevator from outside. The woman grabbed Eli violently. "If I don't make it out..." Her voice cracked. "Don't trust the police." Before Eli could respond, she shoved a black leather bag into his hands. Then came screaming. Not inside the elevator. Above them. The lights snapped back on. The elevator jerked violently. And the woman was gone. Gone? There was nowhere she could have gone. No hidden exit. No open doors. Nothing. Then the elevator doors opened into chaos. People screaming, running, phones recording. And outside the giant glass windows lay the woman's body crushed on top of a black luxury car. Blood stained the snow beneath her. Eli couldn't breathe. Then someone noticed the bag in his hands. And everything changed. "Get him!" Security guards rushed Eli instantly. Hands grabbed him from behind. Someone slammed him face first into marble. The leather bag burst open. Paper scattered across the floor. Then something rolled slowly across the tiles. A silver necklace. Covered in blood. The entire lobby fell silent. One detective picked up the necklace carefully, and fear crossed his face. Real fear. Not fear of Eli. Fear of what that necklace meant. That was when the police stormed into the building. Too fast. Way too fast. Like they were already waiting nearby. Eli sat trembling while officers surrounded him. Questions came fast. Who was the woman? I don't know. Why were you with her? I was just making a delivery. The more Eli panicked, the guiltier he sounded. One detective unfolded a photograph from the bag, and his face lost color instantly. He quickly flipped it over before anyone else could see. But Eli caught a glimpse. Children. Rows of them. Sleeping inside glass chambers. The detective shoved the photograph into his coat. "Clear the lobby," he ordered. Now the officers weren't acting angry. Now they looked nervous. Then suddenly, every security monitor inside the Meridian went black. The lights flickered. Emergency generators hummed beneath the building. And a calm female voice echoed through the speakers. "Security breach detected." Massive steel doors slammed shut over every exit. Boom. 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 People screamed. Panic spread through the lobby. And standing in the middle of it all, with handcuffs around his wrists, Eli realized something horrifying. Someone inside this building didn't want anybody leaving alive. Inside a freezing interrogation room, Eli sat handcuffed beneath harsh fluorescent lights. Across from him stood Mara Vance, a paramedic, a woman carrying years of buried grief behind her eyes. In her hands was the silver necklace. The moment she saw it earlier that night, something inside her broke. Because engraved into the necklace were two tiny letters. LV. Lena Vance. Her younger sister. The sister who disappeared 15 years ago without a trace. Mara stared at Eli carefully. "Where did you get this?" "I swear, I don't know." "She gave you the bag." "The lights went out and she disappeared." Mara studied him silently. Not like a criminal, like a puzzle. For the first time all night, someone actually listened. Then suddenly, the lights shut off. Darkness swallowed the room. A distorted voice crackled through the speakers. "Release the boy." Then, gunshots exploded somewhere upstairs. Screams echoed through the building. Mara slowly pulled her weapon. And deep down, she already knew. Claire Duval hadn't died because of what she discovered. She died because she tried to expose people powerful enough to kill anyone connected to the truth, including Eli Turner. And now, they were coming for him next. Far beneath Chicago, hidden under abandoned subway tunnels, Mara, Eli, and Detective Nolan Graves uncovered the truth. A secret underground laboratory. Frozen corridors. Rows of cryogenic chambers. Children trapped inside them. Missing children. Children the city believed were dead. Computer monitors flickered overhead. And on every screen appeared the face of Adrian Vale. Powerful, calm, untouchable. The billionaire behind everything. Then, another figure emerged slowly from the darkness. Lena Vance. Alive. But not the same. Years of experimentation and psychological conditioning had transformed her into someone Mara barely recognized. The deeper they went underground, the more horrifying the truth became. Claire Duval discovered the experiments. The necklace was proof. The children were proof. And Eli was never supposed to survive long enough to see any of it. Alarms screamed through the underground facility. Pipes burst. Freezing water flooded the tunnels. Explosions shook the walls. Mara confronted Adrian Vale while Eli helped terrified children escape collapsing chambers. Detective Nolan Graves fought through falling debris, searching desperately for his missing daughter. And Arthur Turner, Eli's grandfather, made the ultimate sacrifice to stop the facility from sealing shut forever. The underground laboratory began collapsing beneath the city. Water rushed through the tunnels. Steel beams snapped. Emergency lights flashed red through the darkness. And as Chicago slept peacefully above them, a war for the truth unfolded beneath its streets. In the end, the Meridian would fall. The conspiracy would finally be exposed. And Eli Turner, the 16-year-old boy everyone called a murderer, would become the one person brave enough to survive the truth. But even after the arrests, even after the explosions, even after the city learned what really happened, one terrifying question remained. How many secrets were still buried underground? Because somewhere beneath the ruins, one final computer monitor flickered back to life. And on the screen, a single message appeared. Project Orpheus, active. Then, the screen went black.